smelling the fumes of a dump truck. Oh yeah. Oh, he's turning. That's nice. There you go. Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the KS Moto Cafe. For this episode, I want to talk about the easiest mod you can do on a Sportster, but not as cheap as you think it would be. It is definitely a mod that won't increase your speed, your horsepower, your torque, but it's definitely aesthetically cool. And I'll show you how it's done right after the intro. That's awesome. What's up, everybody? So you're back to the KS Moto Cafe and you're curious to see what the easiest mod is, and you probably already saw it from my thumbnail. It is the gas cap right here. Now, the stock gas cap is pretty boring. Just a round brush aluminum thing here that clicks, and it does its part, but lately I kind of wanted the Willie G skull, and I went to the Harley Davidson dealership in town, went to go look for it. There was a black one on sale, and guess how much it was? 80 bucks Canadian. Can you believe it? Now, $80 Canadian translate to probably close to 60 bucks US. And for an aesthetic upgrade, to me, it didn't feel like it was worth it. I did stand in line to purchase it, but in the end, I realized, you know what? I could spend that money elsewhere. But I ended up posting it on my Instagram as a story with a big sad face saying, I really wish I could have this. And one of my followers and my subscribers decided to send me one, which was this one right here. Check out this Willie G skull. That is one badass looking chromey looking skull. Now the steps of installing this, you would think, is just taking the old cap off and inserting the new one on, but that wasn't it. It wasn't as simple as that. And the reason why was, when you look at this, you would notice right now there's some sanding marks around the edges. And that's because I had to sand it down. Notice how my stock one here is flush. This one is now also flush. When it originally came, the way it was, it had a lip. And I'll show you a picture of that. And that lip caused it from actually going in, because inside the gas tank here, you will see a little edge around the hole. And I think this was done post 2018. So any Sportster irons with 2019 and newer will probably have this lip. And if you end up purchasing something exactly like this, you will have a lip on the bottom edge that won't allow you to actually install it. So mine's a 2020 Iron 883. I looked it up. It fits like up to 2018 models of Sportster, but not 2019 or 20 or 21s. And I was like, what the hell? But what I ended up doing was I sanded the edges down so it's nice and flush. And as you can see here, it clicks, and then I just click it all the way to the point where it's nice and straight to my bike. And the Willie G skull is staring at me when I'm riding. To me, I think this is a sweet looking mod because it adds a slight little character to the Iron 883. You may think it's a waste of money. I thought so too until I got one for free. Thank you very much for sending that to me. It looks great. Now, some people have this Willie G skull spinning around while you're riding, like as if it goes upside down like that. Mine doesn't do that, so I'm not sure if the fitment is a little bit better, but after sanding it down, this doesn't spin at all. Like even on the highway, or as you can see on gravel pathways or something that has a lot of vibration to it, and it doesn't spin at all. So I'm very happy and lucky with that. And for those who have the spinny skull, I'm sorry, I don't know how to solve that for you. So let's go for a spin and I'll give you my personal impression of the Willie G skull. So yeah, it's a pretty sweet looking gas cap. And there's another style out there that actually has the fuel meter, and that one's like 220 bucks, which is absurd. But I mean, there are people out there that really need to know how full their gas tank is. I just go the cheap method, which is just constantly resetting my trip meter, and then it kind of gives me an idea of how many more kilometers I have left on that gas tank. And of note, the ones that actually has fuel tank meter, you kind of have to do a little bit more work on installation. It's not as easy as screwing the old one off and putting the new one on. even though, you know, for me, I had to actually modify mine by sanding the edges of the new one, but I at least didn't have to wire stuff over. Now, this modification really does nothing performance-wise. It's all aesthetic. And if you have watched my video about why I ride, my number one reason is to look cool. And looking cool also means aesthetically cool on your bike. That's what I got. And I really like this skull. It just kind of screams Harley Davidson for me. It's not really a mod for everybody, spending money on performance rather than something like this, but it makes me feel good. So that's what it's all about. If you have an opinion about this, please comment below on whether or not you think this is a waste of money, or if it was offered to you for free, would you take it? Because I sure did. Special thanks to who sent this to me. You seem like a guy who wants to keep it private, so I'm not going to link your Instagram account unless you want me to. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that like and subscribe button, as it will help my channel out. And as always, ride safe, ride prepared, ride on. Peace.